Hello, and welcome to NBA Winners Today. Whoops, small technical difficulty there. Welcome back. Here we are for our December 23rd show. And we didn't do the greatest on our last show, 1, 2, and 1. We had a team that was up 25 points in the fourth quarter, and they lost. Miami and Orlando. Miami was up 25, yeah, and then they lost by like 7. So it was a bit of a shit show there. But you know, we move on and we march on, Paul. That's what we do out here in the mean streets of the NBA betting world. Pardon me?
It is sports. You never know what's going to happen until the same. How many times have I done that with the Steelers game? Oh, we won. You know, there's still 30 seconds left. Back and we lost by field goal.
Exactly, Paul. Exactly. Couldn't say it any better than myself. Yeah, let's kick it off with our 4 selections of the day. And let's kick it off with the Utah Jazz visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. We're going with the Utah Jazz plus 14 big ones. That's 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right? Utah's been pretty decent lately. They're out without Keontae George and John Collins, but they got a lot of depth on the team. I like for them to stay within this number. Cleveland just took care of business against Philadelphia. I look for them to coast a little bit in this game, win by 10-12, and we get the cover with the Utah Jazz. And not too much else to say about that one. Moving along. We'll move along to the
spreads in the NBA. Especially when
I mean, there's a lot of really good teams and there's a lot of really shitty teams, right? So that's how you're getting these big ass spreads. But I mean, well, it is what it is. If there's a number on it, we gotta bet it. And the second game has the Rockets visiting the Hornets. We're taking the Hornets as a home dog, plus 7. LaMelo Ball is back and healthy. They're without Brandon Miller, their star guard. But, Houston's on a bit of a road trip here. I think they'll be a little bit bagged coming into Charlotte. And I like Charlotte to keep it close and keep it within a number. Not sure if they can win it, but we're going to find out. Yeah. For the third selection, we're going to the LA Clippers and Memphis Grizzlies matchup. Both teams are pretty good this year. Memphis might be without Desmond Bane. I believe Ja Morant will play, but we're taking the Grizzlies. They've been pretty good to us, and we're taking a minus the 5.5. Got to win by 6 or more. Clippers have been playing pretty well. Look for a little letdown spot here. Memphis generally wins by 10 at home.
Yeah.
So let's just keep the show rolling with the Memphis Grizzlies minus the 5.5. And moving along for our fourth and final selection, we're going to go to the Pistons and Lakers game. Pistons have been playing pretty well on this West Coast road trip, and I like them getting 6 points. I like for this to go down to the wire. This is a classic letdown spot for the Lakers. They're facing the Pistons. They have a Christmas game coming up in 2 nights. I think they'll be looking ahead to that against the Warriors. Detroit comes in, not exactly a juggernaut.
Yeah.
But they're not as bad as they've been in the years past. Like the years past, they've been bottom of the barrel. This year, I believe they're like 12-16. And they keep it close. They got a star in Cade Cunningham, and they got a lot of depth on that team, the bench players. So let's roll with the Pistons, a plus 6 for today's show. So 13-10 on the year and 1 tie, dropping our winning percentage to 54%. Not the best, but hey, we got only one way to go, and that's up. So recapping, right? So recapping, the first pick was the Utah Jazz plus 14, getting a lot of points in Cleveland. Next pick, Hornets getting 7 at home in the Hive, they call it. So let's see if they can buzz tonight. Third pick is the Grizzle at home to the Clip Joint. I like for them to take care of biz. And the final pick is the Pistons. Will the Pistons be pumping in Showtown? We're going to find out. Late night game. And that pretty much wraps it up for today's show. Paul, we'll be back on Christmas Day, December 25th. Obviously, always a big day in the NBA schedule. And let's say if we can play a little bit of... Oh, yeah. Your Steelers. Let's say if we can play a little Grinch on the bookies for Christmas, you know what I mean? They're expecting some gifts. We're going to give them some coal in their stockings, those bastard bookies. So love it. Okay, this was fun. And please consider giving us a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to us here on Sandman Sports Picks. And Paul and I will see you next time on NBA Winners Today. Later.